the store, and before we get started, Trisha and I want to talk about a few steps that can help you with your shop.
So we know this can be a bit of an overwhelming experience. You might feel a little bit anxious. At this point, we definitely recommend making sure you have your grocery list so you're set to go.
If you're dealing with anxiety, it can be helpful to do some breathing exercises. So we have some examples of those techniques in the resource guide.
So something else to consider is making yourself as comfortable as possible. So think about whether that means shopping with a friend, going on your own. Another tip is you could consider using headphones and listening to music, listening to a podcast, anything again that makes you most comfortable.
Yeah, I find that helpful too sometimes. The other thing is if you don't like crowds and it can be really chaotic at the store, you can check Google for the times where it's least busy at the store, or maybe you just know those times, and that can be a great time to go and do your shop. And now, after all those tips, I think we're ready to shop.
Okay, so here we are in the produce section. We're going to be shopping for our vegetables here. First, we're going to grab some bell peppers. So you want to choose really just based on freshness. Any colors will work. That's the great thing about our stir fry. There's lots of versatility in terms of what you can use. So any of these will work. We're going to grab a red and we'll grab a green. Keep in mind, produce can also be purchased frozen. So sometimes they might be out of something or it just doesn't look as fresh. You're welcome to grab frozen. That's just as nutritious. Now that we've got our peppers, let's go find Nicole.
Now we're at the lettuce, and I'm going to grab the romaine lettuce for our fattoush salad wrap. So there's a couple options here. Like I said, we're going to use romaine for our salad. You can get them in bulk, which is always cheaper, or usually cheaper. So we have that option here, but you can see you can also buy them on their own individually. The other thing you want to keep in mind, if you are buying bulk, this is a great option, but only if you're going to use it, especially when it's fresh produce. So if you're not going to use it, then this may not be the best option. So there's different types of lettuce out there, and there's red lettuce, there's kale, there's iceberg. Today we're going to use romaine because it goes really well with our fattoush salad. The other thing you might want to check out is the discount rack. So there's often great deals on food items that just aren't going to be lasting long. So especially if you're going to use it the day of or the next day, that can really help if you're on a budget. So now we have a nice variety of vegetables, and to add flavor to our meals that we've chosen, as well as to many great meals, would be to add citrus and herbs. So I'm going to grab some lemon and a lime, and also herbs such as parsley. This is great in many dishes, including spaghetti, and we can add some also for garnish to make it look nice. You can grow these, which will be the most cost-effective way, and you can even keep those, just grow them in your house. Now let's go find Trisha.
Okay, so we need chicken for our fattoush salad wraps. So here we are in the chicken aisle. You can buy chicken in different ways. So today we're using just the chicken breast. However, the cheapest way is usually to buy the whole chicken and cook it yourself. You can also use rotisserie chicken. Most stores have pre-cooked rotisserie chickens. And you can also use different cuts of chicken, chicken thighs, chicken legs. You can buy chicken with the bone in. That's fine too. All you need to do is cook it first and remove the bone. Anything works.
I grabbed the tofu. Oh, great. And it looks like you're at the edamame.
Yep.
So these are both soy products, which are a great source of protein. They're actually a complete protein source, and they're quite cost effective compared to a lot of like the meat proteins. So it's great for a plant-based vegetarian option for some meals, like we're going to do in our stir fry today. And tofu is actually fairly easy to prepare. A lot of people are intimidated by it, but Alicia's going to help us out to show us how easy it can be to prepare. So now we need the pita bread for our chicken fattoush salad wrap. Okay, here we have the whole wheat pita bread, which means it's going to contain a bit more fiber.
And that's one thing to look for on your labels if you are looking for more fiber is the words whole wheat or whole grain. Sometimes it'll say multigrain, which doesn't necessarily mean it's whole.
Mm-hmm. So another great source of protein is our chickpeas. And it's also a great source of fiber, and you can also get them dry or canned. So if you're doing it canned, you're just going to want to rinse them first. That's obviously going to be a bit more convenient. Still a great option.
You can also find lower sodium canned options.
Yep.
and dried is a little bit more work, takes a little bit more time, but generally cheaper. You can buy, you get more. So
now I think we have everything. So let's head back to the kitchen and meet Alicia.
sounds good.